Hey, welcome to our weekly newsletter. Thanks to those who were praying while I was sick and slowly getting back here to things. I was listening on discipleship.org, a podcast I regularly listen to. And it was a story about a gentleman named Jim Butman. And he said that he had walked away from Jesus, come back to Christ, was, all that's the journey. And his dad came to him one day and said, "Hey, his dad was a pastor. He said, I got someone in the church that's invited me over for a meal, but they don't want me to bring your mom, my wife. And I don't know what to do about that." And the son goes, "Well, don't go. Mom's great. Like, don't do that. Like, if mom's part of your life, if you're gonna go over, then you need to do both." And then his dad said this to him, and he talks about it in the podcast. Just it rocked his world. He said, "Jim, that's Jesus loves the church, and I know you love Jesus, but Jesus loves the church, and you can't have Jesus without the church." And that began a journey for him of developing healthy community and embracing all of the ups and the downs that come with church life. And I want to challenge you as we move into February this month, conclude January. What does community look like in your life? One of the Ways of Jesus statements says this: "I am participating in a community of followers of Jesus on mission to the world." And I want to challenge you on that. And what's that look like in your life? You have a couple people around you that you are participating in life together. You're listening to the Spirit together. You're growing together. Just grabbing a coffee because it's good. And how are you going to develop community in the midst of your life beyond Sunday morning? I would say there's more than Sunday morning. So, little thought for you today. However, thank you to those who helped with nominations, and so we are following up with those names and going through that. Please be in prayer just for who should be serving in those 3 roles that we need for our nomination for our ministry council. There are 2 grief care groups that are going to be starting up. One's already started up at Calendar Bay Church. There's another one that's going to be starting up in a few months I believe it's at Calvary Church. And if you're interested, if you're looking, hey, I could use some help with some grief in my life, let me know and we can get you the resources. There is on the community board some information, but we want to be able to help you connect. We also have some small groups that have started up, and so we'll post that here on the screen, but it'll be in the email and on the bulletin board. So be sure to check those smaller discipleship groups. They're an opportunity to grow in your faith, meet some people, and to wrestle with what God is calling you to. And so, got questions to ask? This year, one of the things that we are developing is the first Wednesday of every month is a call to prayer and fasting. And so we'll put in the email, and I'll throw it in the description too, a little guide to help you that day. This first one on this coming Wednesday is fairly simple. We're not going to do a physical gathering, but I want to encourage over one of the meals at least, and if that doesn't work, find another time to take 5, 10, 30 minutes, whatever works for you, and spend some time in prayer for the work that God has called us to. The guide is there to help you if you'd like. You don't have to use it, but let's be able to unite in prayer on Wednesday next week on the 5th, I believe. This Sunday, we are going to continue our wandering through the book of Romans. We're going to be walking through that this year, and so I want to encourage you to come. We'll be looking at verses 1 to 7, and go from there. See you Sunday.